Do you think that Jay-Z is next? Do you think Jay-Z is next? Because everybody wonder who next, who is gonna get arrested behind this whole thing. Do you think it's Jay-Z?
What up? What up? What up? Sknightnation, it's your boy Stevie Knight. Yeah, man. More hip hop conspiracy talk. Where do I start? Hove, JAYZ. Ain't nothing been proven. Ain't nothing been factual, dog. It's all been hearsay. You know what I mean? But I anticipate Hove getting exposed by Diddy's trial here in a few months, and I'm gonna provide y'all further reasonings as to why I've come to that conclusion. You feel me? Before we dive in though, the irony, right? The coincidence, the ironic coincidence, bro. I got 99 problem being a man named one, dog. That's an oxymoron because of what it say and who said it. But I got my little twist on it or whatnot, man. But anyway, Ronnie Bo. It's a conspiracy that Jay-Z tried to take Ronnie Bo's life because of his attempt to expose him. He has been exposing him for the past, I don't know, 2 years or so. He was shot at, out of nowhere randomly, man. But if you're not familiar with his story, he was a cellmate with R. Kelly, right? So they became homies in jail, and R. Kelly let Ronnie Bo in on a lot of things. And then since then, Ronnie Bo has been released. You know what I'm saying? Still, I think he's still fighting for his freedom, though, on some bullshit. But anyway, long story short, there's been conspiracy that Jay-Z was the mastermind behind the takedown of R. Kelly, right? By funding the whole Surviving R. Kelly campaign. Right, I think the director that put the Surviving R. Kelly documentary together was Jay-Z's ex-girlfriend. I mean, so it's I'm not sure if it's been confirmed or it's just I want to say it's been confirmed that Jay-Z was the financial backing behind that whole thing, an attempt to get R. Kelly out of the way. Right, R. Kelly was the king of music at one point, right? And then everybody got behind Jay-Z at one point, but Jay-Z had to get R. Kelly out the way to be the literal man, dog. Remember Best of Both Worlds, the album that R. Kelly and Hov put together, which is a fucking fire-ass album, dog. Fire-ass album, bro. But, no matter how hard Hov was swinging during that time of career, he wasn't fucking with R. Kelly, bro. He couldn't be the man with R. Kelly in the way, right? So, and not trying to minimize R. Kelly's actions and what he's been convicted of, right? Like, because there's a whole pedo out here, right? But it's conspiracy that Hov is one as well. A lot of industry cats are all participate in this fuckery, bro. So, like, with that being said, you got, a motherfucker that's doing the same shit R. Kelly did, all right? It's been confirmed that Hov was smashing Aaliyah. He was smashing Foxy when they was all teenagers or whatnot, and pretty confident there's a list of other girls that were young that all these fools was messing with. R. Kelly wasn't the only one, but he's been labeled the pedo, right? When, all these fools out here doing it, dog. But, the conspiracy is that Jay-Z masterminded the whole takedown of R. Kelly, and R. Kelly shared a lot of his experiences with Ronnie Bo, and then Ronnie Bo has been on this whole exposing Jay-Z campaign, getting this out there, and then all of a sudden, cuz got shot just randomly. So people are trying to put two and two together. Anyway, that's a brief summary of who Ronnie Bo is if you're not aware. Shout out to Cam Capone News, man. They are the ones that even put this idea in my head about covering. So, I may end up going over there chopping up with them about all this hip hop conspiracy lately, bro. Jaguar White's been ahead of this.
The things that I've heard about Ronnie Bo have come from within the prison system. And there are things that I will not discuss. As many times as I've been incarcerated and the kind of friends that I've made on the inside, it gives me access to be able to have real information about what's going on with certain prisoners and things of that nature. I know that Ronnie Bo was not safe. I knew that R. Kelly probably told him some things that he didn't realize were dangerous for him to know. And I pray that he's not experiencing any discomfort for being in a cell with someone who had such a checker past.
Ronnie Bo has been on multiple platforms spreading this information, and then for some reason YouTube has taken down a lot of his viral interviews that he goes into detail about why Jay-Z is the damn devil. So we have another interview here that just dropped a couple days ago, was from Too Strong. Hopefully we'll hear some new information, but if not, this will be your first introduction to who Ronnie is, and you may hear some of the same shit I just said, man, but we here now, so let's get it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Make sure you like the video, bro. Like the video, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, let's get it.
Mr. Ronnie Bo all over again. You've been a really, really, really hard man to catch up with, but I finally got you. And the reason why I was looking for you, because one, I thought that the audience might want to hear from you again, because the last video did almost 500,000, and you said some very interesting things. And two, because I've been actually getting some calls about, you supposed to be, I'm not accusing you of this, I'm just telling you what I heard, that you supposed to be snitching on JAYZ from some information that you got from R. Kelly inside, and he using you to bring it outside. And
you can't call it snitching, fam. That ain't snitching, bro. Hey, well, yeah, if I'm snitching on the devil, call me a snitch. I'm the biggest rat, dog. Fuck you mean, bro? They got to nerve to say cousin snitching. Fuck out of here.
To set JAYZ up, and so that rumor has kind of been floating around, and I want to give you a chance to break down what's really going on with that.
Yeah, well, first of all, bro, I know our communication ain't been good. I've been fighting a little case behind the scene. The feds trying to revocate my papers. I caught a couple of cases. I beat the cases, but now they trying to revocate me on the allegations. So, on another note, though, like, I mean, I seen a few clips where these AI websites and other bloggers thirsty for views trying to say that I'm telling on JAYZ and R. Kelly provide me the information to tell on JAYZ. Like, come on, bro, that's not that's not the case at all. Like, for one, JAYZ works with a known DEA confidential informant, and I have said multiple times that JAYZ is an informant. And even in the streets, bro, people always say paperwork. The name got to be in the paperwork. People got to know that the biggest snitches will not be revealed in paperwork, because that's where the term confidential informant come from. Confidential source. It'll say CI or CS or something like that. It's not gonna ever have they name in it. And
basically saying, cause I can never be a snitch, cause I ain't cooperating, dog. I'm telling y'all ass on YouTube, bro, I would never go to the feds and snitch. But JAYZ happened to be one. Diddy was one. Y'all better fix y'all shit.
People don't want to dig off into JAYZ and just come to the realization that he is a government informant. So I don't see how they would say that I'm telling on JAYZ, especially when most of the time I'm interviewed and they ask me, do you think JAYZ put a hit out on your head, or do you think JAYZ has something to do with you getting shot? I try to work around the question. You know what I mean? And
fuck that.
If R. Kelly did it, was using me to provide me with information to bring JAYZ down, it's a lot of things that I could say that I haven't even spoke on yet, that may bring JAYZ down. And then, like, if you look, like, the interview we did was successful. Like you said, about 500,000 views. It's other interviews that went viral and they've been taking them down. Anytime that somebody asks me about the JAYZ situation and I provide any details, they all of a sudden, these videos getting taken down.
Damn, bro, I don't even want to post this, bro. I like YouTube be fucking with me enough, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, is this serious enough for them to goddamn shadow ban your ass again? Fuck it, let's go.
It could be some behind the scenes CIA operation or something, because they don't want they don't want to bring they biggest puppet down. Like, they use JAYZ to control the black culture, and they put them in position for a reason. You know what I mean? But here we are, you know, with all these allegations, false allegations, that I'm an informant and I'm telling on JAYZ. Like, if it come down to it, bro, they not going. If they is trying to bring JAYZ down, they definitely not gonna be able to use me. Like, I'm not gonna make no statement. I'm not gonna testify in court and say, yeah, I think JAYZ had me shot. So, I mean, we could end that speculation.
Yeah, I mean, but I think it's more centered around you telling them, you know, that about some information that you got from R. Kelly when you was locked up with him. That's what I think this is more kind of
not a literal
from,
snitch.
you know what I'm saying? Not the fact that, I mean, I'm sure that the fact that you got shot is in the conversation, but that's what more people thinking, that, you know, R. Kelly gave you all this information and you're supposed to be coming out and getting with the feds and delivering it to him, and then he's supposed to be getting these. It's just crazy, man. Some of the information I'm getting, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been getting, you know, a couple emails from people that was locked up, you know what I'm saying, with y'all. So that's where part of that had came from.
Okay, if you think about this though, bro, and if you look at my case, anybody who sent you an email, ask them, was I ever on protective custody? Now, if they felt like that, then I would have been on protected custody. You know, snitches can't be on general population. I was always on general population until the COVID pandemic, when they was trying to make people quarantine and they didn't have enough room, so they temporarily had to put me in the hole for a couple weeks because I refused to go on sales with sick people. You know, other than that, like, anybody who may have emailed you or called or whatever and insinuated anything like that, ask them, was they saying that while I was in there? And why? I mean, of course, people seen me and R. Kelly had conversations. They know he told me things that could probably bring JAYZ and a lot of other people down. However, I only spoke on things that was really already being said in the media, and probably gave more detail.
Though, like that, this whole street no snitching bullshit, man. Y'all take it to the fucking grave like that, where you know this fool is a damn industry demon out here doing all the worst types of shit, and you ain't gonna contribute to bringing this motherfucker down. As far as I'm concerned, you just as complicit as that motherfucker is, bro. It's like, okay, legality and things, and you know, me not breaking the street code, dog. We ain't talking about the street unless it's that deep, and it's just, we don't fuck with the feds at all, no matter what the fuck it is, bro. Even if you got a motherfucker out here raping little boys and little girls. What? Like, they gotta come to a point where, okay, dog. You know what I mean? It's like the same thing, like when petties go to prison for, like, you know, assaulting little babies or ending little babies' lives through assault or rape or whatever. Them fools don't last in prison. They get in prison, dog. This is an extension of that, bro. And y'all not gonna help get this motherfucker out, because it ain't like you can take JAYZ's life. He never gonna be in gym pop where you put your hands on him. If y'all know that all these claims and conspiracies to be true about JAYZ and whoever the fuck else there is that are out here doing this demonic, degenerate, demented bullshit, and y'all have an ability to get these motherfuckers held accountable, and you choose not to because you just don't want to break code, fuck out of you. You a goddamn gay booty hole pedophile demon too. That's bullshit. And I say that because I'm assuming that it's got to do with that. Like, if it's on some, but it's got to do with that, dog. It's got to do with that. Anyway.
Effective in his side of the story. You know, it's a lot of other things that I could speak on if I wanted to bring JAYZ down or put him in a Diddy situation, you know, and I just haven't spoke on it. And for one, it's to protect R. Kelly. You know, I seen the interview you did. I watched the interview you did with his brother thoroughly, and his brother.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. You don't want nobody to go and touch R. Kelly because of what he shared with you. But fuck that, dog. It's casualties of war, bro. It's the big picture at this point. It's the big picture at this point. You know what I mean? R. Kelly's fate is sealed, bro. That ship has sailed, dog. You know what I mean? He got his fingers wet in the bullshit he got his fingers wet with, dog. You know what I'm saying? He go down with everything else, too. Fuck that. Anyway, my bad.
I watched the interview you did with his brother thoroughly, and his brother even admitted that they family been asking me not to speak on certain things. You know what I mean? And I gave him my word that, okay, I won't speak on this. I won't speak on that. But like, come on, bro. You know people make up anything for clickbait. You know, you would never see me get on no stand or find no statement with me actually telling or admitting that I think JAYZ had me shot or where I got shot at. None of that. I haven't gave no details about none of that to nobody, especially not
it makes sense
on
to
these
be
public
talking
platforms.
about that.
One of the guys,
and
I don't want to say his name because I don't want to get nothing going or whatever, but one of the guys told me that the next time you interview him, ask him about Cheeks. Who was Cheeks?
Cheeks was my cellmate for like a year at MCC Chicago around the time I was locked up with R. Kelly.
What he had to do with R. Kelly?
Man, that's like his situation is kind of touchy, bro. He got killed and people recorded his murder on camera. So I don't want to really get too much off into that in case his family or loved ones watching this. I don't want to startle nobody or cause nobody to feel no type of way.
They went ahead and showed it, huh?
Cheeks at one time was when I wasn't on a unit with R. Kelly, he was helping me get messages through to R. Kelly because you know, he had ties in there, he had power, and he knew people who was on a unit with R. Kelly and who was kind of like in charge for protecting R. Kelly. So when the rumors start circulating around the prison that I'm trying to extort R. Kelly into a contract, which started off as a joke. You know, I was on count with the GDs there. Cheeks was like basically running the vice lords there. So they made it a GD thing. Ronnie Bo using the GDs to try to force R. Kelly into a contract. So, I mean, the GDs kind of fell back from trying to help me with that particular situation because it's like they can indict us all for extortion. And they the one started the rumor, ironically joking around, playing, you know what I mean? And then the rumor became serious because it got to COs, and then they started investigating my dealings with R. Kelly in there. So with Cheeks being my cellie and being the only other person I felt like could help me possibly get through to R. Kelly at the time, you know, I just reached out to him for help, but I don't see how his situation or his death or anything it somehow got tied into me and R. Kelly situation at all.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I just, hey, you know, I'm just relaying the, you know, asking the question that he asked me. That's kind of crazy that he threw that out there like that. And I know that one of the guys was trying to get an interview with me, and I actually spoke with him. But after talking to him, I didn't think, I don't know, it was something kind of off about him or whatever. Based on what you know, and I'm going to assume and make an ass out of me, if you will, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to assume that you know more than what you have spoken on, even based on some of the things you said earlier in this conversation. So I wonder, in your opinion, based on what you know or whatever, do you think that Jay-Z is next? Do you think Jay-Z is next? Because everybody wonder who next, who is going to get arrested behind this whole thing. Do you think it's Jay-Z?
Absolutely not, because I think Jay-Z is in cahoots with them. I think that he working with them. Like you got
Diddy
you got to
was too,
think.
though.
Piers Morgan did the interview with Jaguar, right? She revealed things about Jay-Z. The next thing you know, Piers Morgan made a public apology to Jay-Z.
Editing interviews is not something you do lightly at a show called Uncensored.
Facts.
But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
When you get certain type of white people to publicly apologize, you know it's something going on behind the scenes. And then Jay-Z is working, his co-CEO of Roc Nation is a known DEA informant. Like, there's no coincidence. And if you you should probably try to interview his childhood friend DeHaven, because Jay-Z said things about him in songs about DeHaven supposed to have been telling her working with the feds, but DeHaven actually did a lot of time in the feds, and Jay-Z didn't do a day, and they were supposed to be a part of the same operation. And this was around the time that Desiree Perez, which is Jay-Z co-CEO of Roc Nation, she was actively informant and getting people locked up then. So, I mean, yes, it happened to Diddy, but it's reasons behind the scene that Diddy going through what he going through. It's a pattern, bro. Like, these things, look how they came at Kanye West when Adidas started losing billions of dollars because of things he was doing and saying. And even before Kanye West, Michael Jackson, when he wising up and people, realized that he owned about $2 billion of Sony stock, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Then he in a situation where he fighting federal charges for alleged child molestation and all this. It's the pattern. But as far as Jay-Z, they need Jay-Z right now. Now, maybe later down the line, if Jay-Z try to get out of line like Diddy got out of line, or how Kanye got out of line with them people, then maybe they would come for him. And I'm pretty sure they already got enough to come for him. But right now they need him, and they going to keep him in power until they don't need him no more. And I don't think that until they find somebody to replace him. Now, look at this, bro. A lot of people scared to speak on this situation, but when Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug started blowing up, like, Rich Homie Quan was the pioneer. Everybody was Rich Homie Quan fans, and that's part of the reason Young Thug became big. Now, Rich Homie Quan turned down. He said it in songs. He had never sell his soul. He had never worked with the Illuminati. But then you got to think, at that same time, Young Thug was wearing dresses, openly, in multiple pictures.
Yep.
So Young Thug was showing, I'll get with the agenda. I'll sell my soul. And now they trying to make him probably out of the next Jay-Z, because they got him looking like John Gotti right now.
Facts.
He gonna beat the case, and when he get out, everybody gonna be on his, and nobody is gonna speak on what I'm speaking on, because Young Thug got power.
That's all I got to do, bro. He was cooking, bro.
Because Young Thug got power.
Let me tell you something.
And now, all of a sudden, Rich Homie dead, too.
Young Thug got power.
Let me tell you something. What you said make a whole lot of sense. I just was watching, and I don't know a whole lot about it, so you might have to fill in some stuff for me, but I was just watching a video, because I like to watch Lil Woody. He funny. Real funny. I saw one when Young Thug was in court, and he had something under his shirt, and he was moving it around, and so there's like fans want to know what was under his shirt. They also been having on tape people handing him stuff, different little things, right? And I'm thinking to myself, y'all are in a real life courtroom and this stuff is going on, and what the heck could you have under your shirt, man? Now that you're saying that, I think this is a much bigger picture, even how that tie in, because I think that that's intentional. There's no way you showing this dude with stuff under his shirt when he came from a jail cell. How is he sneaking stuff in a courtroom like that? You know what I'm saying? So I think they showing that stuff on purpose to show that, to make him to be John Gotti, like he that guy now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you who I think also is in the making to be one of the big dogs, and that's Usher. I've been saying it and saying it and saying it, but we'll wait to see. But what you said about Young Thug, that make a whole lot of sense, especially after I think about that clip that I saw.
Just think, the way Rich Homie Quan impacted Atlanta in the music industry. Nobody was really at his funeral, bro. And that's because they want to be in favor of Young Thug. Young Thug is finna be the next JAYZ in the industry, to where everybody is looking up to him and afraid to go against him. But you know that I don't got.
He's like the face of the bullshit too, bro. Makes perfect sense, though. Just the day and age of hip hop we in right now, this degenerate dumb shit. It's the face of it, bro. It all makes sense.
Nothing to do with that situation, so I ain't gonna speak too much about it because it ain't my business, you know. So I'm gonna leave that there.
But there you go, bro. That's Ronnie, man. I'll leave the link to the whole clip in the description box if you want to tap in more of it, bro. It's like 45 minutes long, so I ain't gonna go through the whole shit right now, bro. But that give you like pretty much the meat and potatoes. And that Young Thug conspiracy goes crazy. But yeah, man, we're gonna see what this trial, dog. You know what I mean? And if JAYZ isn't implicated, he just shows how powerful that motherfucker is, dog. You know, I definitely think he's one of the damn main players of this shit. Another fucking Lucifer in the flesh, dog. But, you know, only time will tell, man. But anyway, thoughts.